So I haven't done one of these for a while for fairly obvious reasons. I just don't have as much time as I used to. But I have now done a batch that I think are worth showing off. So first of all, this one is from a new mold. So I've got this sort of mountain shape mold, and that's quite nice in general. So this one is a fairly standard. I've put the switch on the outside because I've been using these, or thinking about these more as just lighting up the house, really, rather than something to do with LARP. This is cloudy. You can see the purple glow because there's a lot of glow-in-the-dark material in it. It's actually makes the light diffuse quite well and makes it look very, very cool after the light's gone out. So that's a pretty good one. This one is from the same mold, and this was me again sort of working on trying to get a fire type effect. So I've managed to get like a certain amount of the color graduation. It's not as clear as I wanted, but it is quite nice. And on this one, I'm not sure if the camera captures it well, but some of the LEDs, some of the red ones, are actually on a flicker. So you get a certain amount of sort of movement within the crystal that's sort of semi-fire-like. So that's quite good. We're pleased with that. I've done a few with inclusions. So these are ones where I've embedded other resin shapes within the crystal. Unfortunately, I've got these lines where you can see the first pour and then the second pour. This shouldn't happen. This should stay clear, and sadly it hasn't on both of them. So I need to put a bit more work in, a bit more effort to trying to get those to stay clear, but turned out okay. This one, again, same thing with the line, and I didn't actually get the LEDs in the crystal on this one, which is why it's raised up this sort of painted milliput. It's better than the last kind of color I did, and to some effects, I kind of like having the crystal set into something on top of the wooden box rather than just sort of gluing it straight. But obviously my sculpting skills are not brilliant, and you end up with a quite mangly sort of effect. So if I can tighten that up and neaten it up a bit, that'll probably be quite nice. So the big revelation, the big kind of real step forward, is this one, which pretty much the same on the outside, but big change in here. First of all, you'll notice I did not leave enough wire for it to open properly, so that's on me, but no battery, and that's because I have wired in a micro USB port. So this one, given that it's never intended to sort of be operated in a field anyway, just plugs in. Ta-da! Fortunately, it turns out that the converters that you plug into your main socket to run a mini USB out deal with the whole lethal voltage thing pretty well for you. So that's actually not as difficult as I was feared of. Quite fiddly doing the wiring, the soldering, because tiny little pins that you have to attach to each other, but it does mean that for ones that I'm intending to be just in houses and homes, you don't endlessly have to replace batteries. So this is the sort of current crop. I'll just hit the lights. That's where I am. Like I say, it's taking me a little longer to kind of get these done as I go with Noah and all, but still making progress, and it's still satisfying. So we're coming along.